Attacking the body is one of the most underrated tools in all of combat sports, and today we're going to be breaking down how Fabricio Andrade masterfully attacks the body. He does so with excellent timing, supreme selection, and excellent striking mechanics. So, first of all, let's break down his fight. His first fight with Kwon Won-il. Andrade immediately opens up the fight, throwing hard left body kicks, as it is open stance, and he's the southpaw, trying to target the liver. The thing with his left kick is he doesn't really land with the shin. Despite previously being a Muay Thai fighter, he really tucks the ball of his foot behind the elbow. So even when Kwon Won-il is going to cross block, which is the correct defense, Andrade is throwing it from such a distance where just the toes and the ball of his foot are wrapping around the side, right behind the elbow. And then you can see he throws a high kick and then a left punch after that, just to start raising the guard up, experimenting with his weapons. And again, on a few occasions, you see Kwon Won-il putting up the correct defense, but Fabricio Andrade just tucking in just the toes and the ball of the foot ever so slightly, just being very mechanically sound with that kick. And at a first glance, you might think, oh, that's not going to do much damage. Well, soon we'll see that it definitely does. Here we see Kwon trying to hand fight and try to step in with a jab, but Andrade does a signature lean back and then step and knee as his opponent's coming in. He uses this against Jeremy Pacquiao and against John Lineker very, very effectively. But then Andrade goes back to that just sneaky little body kick, and it just flicks the liver. It doesn't land particularly solid or loud or hard. It literally just skims it. It flicks it just with the toes, and it sends Kwon Won-il to the mat in immense pain. If you see it in real time, it barely looks like it lands, but the results speak for themselves. Against Jeremy Pacquiao, he made excellent use of that step and knee that I was talking about before. So Pacquiao is very aggressive. He opens the fight with jabs and big wing overhands. Those overhands, when you throw an overhand, you stretch out your body and it gives your opponent more surface area to work with. I talked about this quite a lot in my video on Shavkar Rachmanov and how he lands his knees. Timing your knees when your opponent punches maximizes the damage. So here, Andrade slipping out of the way, he tries landing a knee. Pacquiao steps on an angle when he's throwing the overhand, which makes the knee miss. Eventually, Andrade waits, makes his reads, and times the knee perfectly, sending Pacquiao down to the mat. It's pretty simple concepts that Andrade just executes perfectly just due to excellent timing. And if we look from a different angle, this doesn't even land on the stomach and more lands around the side, almost near the lung. But it does just as much damage, and it's really something that I would recommend practicing if you're a southpaw striker. Now for Andrade's most recent fight, his rematch against Kwon Won-il, which he finished in 42 seconds. So, Andrade immediately opens up the fight with the left body kicks. Eventually, Kwon makes the read on them and begins checking them. And he starts to get pretty aggressive with his punching combinations. Andrade matches that with like a step over right elbow, which naturally would get your guard up, and it just holds Kwon's pressure. As Kwon Won-il is being very aggressive, Andrade tries the step and knee, and he lands it pretty good, just mixing up the targets to the body, as the body does seem to be open. Andrade fakes the kick, and as Kwon lifts his lead leg, Andrade picks up on the fact that he's stationary, right? So he tries ripping a right hook to the body and lands a right hook to the head as well, and as you can see, Kwon's guard is very, very high. Andrade then lands a left kick to the body that gets blocked pretty well, but it opens up the center channel a bit. You start attacking the sides, the middle becomes a little more open. You start attacking the middle, the side. Just how people change their guard accordingly. So, he makes this read, uses a right hook to grab onto Kwan's head, lands a left hook to the head, and then misses a left hook to the body, right? He keeps following Kwan, and Kwan sets his feet and tries to throw back. And as I was saying before, when someone's punching, they leave their body exposed, especially an aggressive power puncher. And Andrade slips, left hook to the body, right hook to the head, the left hook folds Kwan 1L and finishes the fight very, very quickly. Anyway, guys, that was the breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your day.